welcome to the 5th day of 13 Days in the Crypt. Sorry, I'm not all dressed up today. I was working out in the field and got home and had just enough time to kind of do a little bit of work on the presentation, not really much, and then I had a shower and eat lunch because I hadn't eaten today. So I just kind of ran out of time, wasn't able to actually dress up like I would have liked. My hair's still wet, but you don't care what I look like. We're just here for the science and the history. So, today we are doing the jade suits in the Han Dynasty. You know what? I didn't do that. I should have done that in my history search. Hold on. Okay, just like a little quick blurb about the Han Dynasty. The Second Imperial Dynasty of China took place between 202 BC and 220 AD, established by Liu Bang and ruled by the House of Liu, preceded by the short-lived Qing Dynasty and a warring interim known as the Chu-Han Contention. Chinese history isn't my forte, so you know, but we're looking at 202 to 220 BC to AD. Alright. Oops. No? Yes, this is it. Okay. So we have the lovely little picture that's right here. This is an example of a jade suit. So nearly 2,000 years ago, royal members of the Han Dynasty were buried in ceremonial suits of jade. The jade was cut into square, rectangular, and triangular shapes and threaded with wire to cover the entire body, like a suit of armor. They were extremely expensive and took years to complete. Apparently, they took about 10 years to complete, and you needed I don't know what is in the air. Thought I was gonna sneeze. Didn't want to. But you needed, like, expert jade smiths, basically, to make these. They were very time-consuming and difficult and took forever. And they were expensive. So each suit is composed of over 2,000 plates of jade. The type of wire used was dependent on the status of the person buried. The jade burial suit of emperors used gold thread, whereas princes, princess, dukes, and marquis used silver, and I think other noblemen used silk as well. So it really depended on your status. Gold was for the elites. The suit is made up of 5 sections. There's the head, jacket, trousers, why? And it's been like tormenting me for the last hour. Trousers, shoes, and gloves. There is a round disc of jade on the crown of the head. The face and nose parts are made of a convex shape. So you can see here, there it is, that it kind of, sorry for the cursor, it's rounded. The glove sections are fist-shaped, so you can come down here and see it looks like they kind of curled up into their fists like that. Jade suits were first documented in Chinese literature around 320 AD. However, for many years, the world suspected the stories and records of jade burial suits were only legends. See, we found writings of them, but we hadn't found any evidence of them. The first discovery of 2 complete jade suits in ancient tombs was made in 1968, which finally proved their existence. So for a very long time, we thought that people were just pulling our legs, which it does happen sometimes, you know. People in, like, the Edwardian period they like to just kind of make some stuff up sometimes, you know? It's weird, the things that they would write down, or the things that people would kind of spin tales around. Like, this sort of happened, but it was a little more exaggerated or whatever. Everybody has a friend like that, right? They caught a fish this big. Yeah. In prehistoric and ancient China, jade was used for creating many utilitarian and ceremonial objects, and became an imperial gem. In the history of Chinese art, jade has had a special significance comparable with that of gold and diamonds in the West. There have been fewer than 24 other suits found since the first discovery, partly because they were so expensive and labor-intensive to make. Even the most skilled jadesmiths would have taken over 10 years to make one of these suits. That's ridiculous. That's 10 years of their life to make this suit for this person. That's crazy. It doesn't look like it would be that labor intensive, but I know nothing about working with jade. Absolutely nothing. I mean, it looks like it would take a long time, but 10 years? That's crazy. Like I said, I know nothing about working with jade. Also, in 223 AD, Emperor Wen of Wei ordered that the production of jade suits be stopped, as they encouraged tomb looters who would burn the suits to retrieve the gold thread. So, yeah, looters, huge issue. And if you had these huge, glorious burials, they're going to loot them. People still do that to this day, you know. Some places in the world have a horrible looting issue. I worked in Peru a few years back, and the site I was working on had been so heavily looted that you couldn't step somewhere without stepping on some type of artifact, be it hair, pottery, bone. It was just all over the place. There was beads. It was crazy. It was absolutely amazing to see how much was in that site, but it was kind of heartbreaking that people had looted this, and it's kind of difficult to be too angry about it, because the people that are looting are the natives of the area, and they are looting their own history in order to make money. So if you're not able to survive capitalizing on your ancestors' history, is it really that immoral, you know? If you know that some fancy hoity-toity European's gonna come by and be like, hey, this is cool, I want it for my library or the museum, you're gonna capitalize on that. But it's still heartbreaking to see so many burials looted and such. So, this is a really quick one today. I didn't have as much time to be able to do as much research into everything they did to prepare the individual for their burial. Just found this, so I'm talking about the jade suit. It's very unique. I don't really know many cultures that would wrap an entire body in stone. It's cool. It's interesting. It's kind of like a suit of armor. This one is made from a green jade with impurities showing as colored patches. It doesn't look green. I think jade kind of tarnishes or something. The suit is made up of over 1,200 jade discs tied with 2,567 gold threads. Damn. Damn. Oops. Come on. I just want the next one. You're not going to show me the next one? Next. No. Ah. Why? Okay, it's not, that's, no. Ugh. Why must it be difficult? There we go. I could do it. So yes, this one, and you could tell that it was for a male, clearly, which is another interesting thing. Kind of got a separate card piece for it. And then this one is a burial suit for Princess Du Wan. And you can see it's still very, very different from the previous one. There's these really large patches here on the chest. They had some crisscrossing stuff going on. Again, had that curved for the nose from a different view. So you had 4 large pieces, and then you'd have these small ones, smaller ones, just, and then really tightly woven, not crossed for the arms and the face. Yeah, so really interesting stuff. I can't believe it took 10 years. They were very expensive to produce, and I think they're beautiful. Anyways, it's a very short stream today. Sorry about that, guys. I was, again, working out in the field, digging holes, so didn't prepare as much. I'll be out digging most of this week, and I'll have to see if I can prepare for tomorrow's sooner rather than later again, because I am bad at procrastination. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it and enjoyed the images and a little bit of some history for the Han Dynasty. Tomorrow I will be here again at 4 o'clock for the 6th day of 13 days in the Crypt. Hopefully I'll have time to actually dress up for you guys, do some Halloween stuff, but we'll see. Tomorrow is the Pope burial. So I'm going to cover kind of what they do. This is a massive figure in one of the most dominant religions in the world, one that kind of has waned through time. Their membership isn't as much as it used to be, but still a very powerful church indeed, and powerful religion, and everybody knows who the Pope is. I don't know, there's probably people in like rural China who have no clue who the Pope is, but I don't know. Until tomorrow, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening and you guys enjoy your weekend. I will see you at 4 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening.